what can it be for you? This is Bollywood Box Office. I've got a film that's got me very emotional after a long period of time. Why? Because you go in there expecting so much that you walk away with so much more. And that happens very rarely. The film in question today, Sarabjit. Now, when I first started hearing about Sarabjit, it was probably in about 2004 or 5. I knew there was this supposedly framed Indian/terrorist in a Pakistani jail that the Indian government was trying to get back. And that was the first time I think public conscience started about Sarabjit. Then, of course, things happened when we heard that he died. But then so many others also came in the fray and died or were unjustly put away. But then Hansal Mehta decided to make a film on Sarabjit and had Kangana as his muse. Lots of things didn't work out. Suddenly Umang Kumar came in there, Sandeep came in there, Singh, the producer. You had Bhushan Kumar come in there, T-Series picked up this project. You had Aishwarya Rai come in, a box office name, but who had a very bad track record in the last 4 years, with a Jazba coming in there in between. Hadn't had a proven hit in a long time. You had a Randeep Hooda come in there. Yes, you had the acting talent, but you had a Richa Chadda. Would it be an art film? The question was asked. When I walked into this film, I walked in thinking, should I have expectations because I know this story on Google? Will this be another Azharuddin, where they played with the emotions of the public and got a big thumbs down from the public because they lied? Would this be a lie? Would this be truth? So much I wanted to know. In the first 10 minutes, I started to feel it in my throat. This young boy, this wrestler in Punjab, gets drunk one day and walks into Pakistan. And that's where the nightmare starts. You have to see Randeep Hooda's portrayal, from his nails to his mouth to his beating. It hurts. You can feel it. Yes, there are weapons that an actor is given so that he can use it well, the weight loss and everything. Of course, there's no question about the fact that he's undeniably one of the finest actors that we do have in this film. There's no question about that. But what was amazing was that 70% of this film is about Dalbir Kaur, the real life sister of Sarabjit Kaur that is alive today, that is still fighting the case, and that was portrayed by Aishwarya Rai. Was she miscast? Vidya Balan said no to this film. Kangana walked away from this film. Priyanka was being considered. Kareena Kapoor was being considered. But eventually, it went to Aishwarya Rai. Was it miscast? Not at all. When you saw the promo, the first reaction was, is it too much? Yes, it is, if you see it in isolation. But when you see the 26-year struggle of the woman, you realize perfectly played by Aishwarya, perfectly directed by Umang Kumar. It's all in the hands of the director. You get a flamboyant director who doesn't give you direction, you cannot perform. Umang Kumar is a brilliant set designer. He's worked on both sides of the story. Every single attention to detail. Once again, I go back to Azhar. Another biopic that should have been horrible attention to detail resulted in people faking it. This one was real. When they're eating off the floor in the jail, you feel like they're eating off the floor in the jail. There are a couple of scenes in the film. So I'll give you an example. Aishwarya Rai ties Randeep Hooda Rakhi in jail. For the first time she's seen him in 18 years. He looks around the jail and he just does this because there's nothing that he has to give. The helplessness of a brother that he cannot give something to a sister is so well put forth. Another scene. She comes back in. 24 years he's been in jail. And they're meeting him, every 6 months and all. He cooks his favorite Karela. She doesn't say anything. There's no exchange of words between the two of them. And she eats that. I have to say, even now if you hear, I have goosebumps. It is the filmmaker's craft that has made this film way beyond an individual performance. That is why, with such passion, I can say this to you. Watch this film. You will feel like, so many of people have been wrong. Sarabjit could have been released in 98. He could have been released in 2002. He could have been released in 92 as well. When, so much was happening in the Gulf, that could have happened as well. He could have been released in 2008. But then, what happened in Bombay? The Kargil War. The bombings, or rather the attempted bombing at the Parliamentary House. So much happened. And you saw that every time, there was only one man that actually bore the brunt, and it was Sarabjit. So you will see that, and it'll just grow inside of you, the helplessness. You feel that with the family, you feel that with Richa Chadda, you feel that with the brilliant performance by Darshan Kumar, who was last seen in Mary Kom, Umang Kumar cast him there. He was Mary Kom Onglak, the husband. What a performance by the man. He plays this Pakistani lawyer. This really, Mumbai and the world, if you're watching it, is something that you should watch only for the fact to understand the pain that a family would go through in just seeing a real story unfold. And then, like we did with Conjuring, I went to Google to check the family. You will do that, mark my words on this. You ask me for stars, sometimes I feel, who am I to say 1 star for a film, 3 stars for a film? They spend half their life sometimes making a film, writing a film. In this, if my 4.5 stars will get you a theatre, then I say go watch it. As far as box office collections are concerned, it's not a Jungle Book. It's not a Captain America. It's not a Key and Kaa. It's not a Nazar. It's a small Marathi film made on a measly budget of $250,000. Yes, you heard right. $250,000 and making almost $10 million at the box office. $10 million at the box office. That's how much money this has made. Sairat. It's nothing special. It's about honor killing. It's a sweet little film that the first half talks about you. It's young, it's lively, but it just exploded. Will Sarabjit be able to break that next week? We'll have to wait and see. But so far, it's all about Sairat. No other film at the box office has even come close to touching it. Though, 1920 has snuck in there with 14 crores. The other traffic and all just sank without a trace. 1920 just about starting to try to cut half its production cost. I feel happy at least some money is being recovered there. Coming up next week, we have a man, Ram Gopal Varma, with Veerappan. Looking forward to that. He's made the Satyas of the world, the companies of the world, the Shivas of the world, the Rakta Charitra, also the Ram Gopal Varma ki Yaags, the roads and the goes of the world. You never know which Ram who's going to show up. But this time he's got a very interesting cast. I'm looking out for that boy, Sandeep Acharya, who's played Veerappan. My God. Looks amazing. Been kept a big secret. But I'm sure this film is going to bring him out in the open. Something that has been a success in Telugu, Tamil and Kannada. I'm sure this will become a huge success in Hindi as well. Till the next time, bye-bye. Take care. Salil Acharya, my Twitter handle. Always free, always open to all comments. I will see you soon.